続き、ノーグリッジイズアロー2025、お送り、日本語ミラー配信をお送りしております。続いてのゲームは、Below the Ocean、100% All Gems All Chapters という、カテゴリーになります。こちらもちょっと動画見てきたんですけれども、これは結構、PC で遊べるゲームだったかと思うんですけど、なんかやり込むのにも、適度なところなのかなっていう風なところなので、ゲームスタートをお楽しみにというところですかね。このゲームについても、解説の方、今いらっしゃいませんので、知ってるよっていう方がいらっしゃいましたら、ぜひぜひ、こちら、チャットに貼っております応募フォームから応募いただけますと幸いです。もし、喋れないよっていう風な場合には、チャットの方で、解説していただけますと、そちらの方を取り上げたりさせていただきます。非常に助かりますので、よろしくお願いいたします。
Welcome back to No Glitches Allowed 2025 chat. I have with me your next lovely host as we're going to do a quick little pass off. Tabby Ecstasy. Tabby, how are you doing today? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm doing very well. I'm actually looking forward to the Super Mario Odyssey run. I really love the Bid War is Clothes versus
こちらの
Boxers
Below
Bid
the
Wars.
Ocean というゲー
I'm
ム、
looking
Steam
way
で
forward
配
to
信
that
され
because
て
I love Super Mario
いるゲー
Odyssey.
ムなん
That
で
is
すけ
probably one
ど、
of my favorite games
残
that
念
I've
ながら
played.
日本語の
I
サ
just
ポー
love
ト
like
は
the
な
rolling
いような
mechanics
んで
of the
すけれ
game.
ども、
But how are you? How are you
直
doing
感
after
的
your
に
shift
遊べ
today?
そうなところ
It's good. It was
なの
7 in
か
the
なと
morning
いう
my
ふう
time
に
when this
思い
started.
ます。
So I'm fully functioning and I'm ready to kick back and relax and watch the rest of the day.
I can imagine.
I'm especially looking forward to the Hell of an Office run later.
Oh yes, I I saw the staplers. It's the unicorn stapler, the diamond stapler basic, a demon stapler, and a banana stapler. Insane.
Banana.
Oh, banana.
なんか
Yeah,
ずっ
if
と
I
Great.
バナナって言
if
っ
I
て
have
る
to
な。
pitch for it, it's definitely banana.
Ooh, I would have to say banana as well. I love the meme behind it. It's just if we get it there, hey, maybe you'll get to hear me say banana many times. Who knows?
But no, I am leaving chat in your wonderful and capable hands. And
バ
with
ナ
that,
ナ、そうで
I've
す
been
ね。
Professor Birch. I have enjoyed my time here, and I'll see you all in chat later today. Bye.
Thank you for that lovely exit, Professor Birch. Yes, hello. I am Tabby Ecstasy, and you are watching No Glitches
あとこ
Allowed
ちらのゲーム、どうも
2025. But did you guys know
iOS でも配
we're
信
sponsoring
あ
the
るみ
Go
たいです
Rescue
ね。
Pet Adoption Center? It's a dog shelter in Hampton, Virginia. Go Rescue works with to provide a haven for homeless dogs.
なので本
Give
当に
them
遊び
time,
方は
care,
い
and
ろい
love
ろ
they
あ
need
り、
to find
遊び
not
方
just
というか
any
遊ぶ
home,
手段はいろいろありそ
but
う
the
です
right
ね。
home. I am so excited to be here. This is actually awesome. This is something I've been looking forward to doing for the longest time. And, well, while we get ready for the next run, I'm going to take a quick break, and I will catch you guys in a second.
今回のイベントは基本的にこういったゲームの間でのコメンタリー映ってないの、カメラに映ってないので、なんかどんな どんなワードが入っているかってよくわかんなくて、バナナって多分その類のものだと思うんですけど、そういうのが見えるともう面白いなとは思うんですけど、まあそれはイベントによるかと思うので置いといて、
Hello and welcome back. We are getting ready for our next run, and I think we are ready. So we are going to have the next run is Below the Ocean with Heponwana, and is 100% all gems, all chapters. Hep, take it away.
さあ、ゲーム画面に来ました。
Hello, everyone. My name is Heponwana. I am here to show you Below the Ocean, which is a super chill, it's precision platformer, but with all of those good vibes to kind of kick off a wonderful Saturday. So hopefully you have fun with this. 10%, all gems, all chapters pretty much means we're going to go through all 4 of these chapters you see in front of you. Each chapter
5%
has
カ
a
テゴリー
different
な
note
の
of
で、
gems.
すべての
You can see 8 in
ゲーム
chapter
を取っ
1,
て、すべて
11
の
in
チャプ
2,
ターやりま
9
しょうね
in
というふう
3,
な
4
こと
has 8. We need to get all of
です
those
ね。
gems along the
で、
way. So we're going to see the entire game. Obviously, no glitches. There's only one possible glitch that ever comes up in a run, and it's a bad one that leads to a loss of a diver
見た目
anyway.
がなんか
So
す
we
ごい
definitely don't want
ファミ
those.
コンのゲーム
So
みたいな
time will
感じ
begin
しますよね、こ
once
の
I
フォン
select
トが。
speedrun mode on the first
あ、し
one
か
of
もス
these.
ピードラン
The
モードって
time
あ
will
る。
end when we get the final treasure in chapter 4. So each chapter also has us picking up 8 gems in chapter 1, but there's also a treasure at the end of each one. I'll explain more about what we're doing as we go along, but time begins in 3, 2, 1, go. All
はい、
right,
グッ
so
ドラッ
this
ク
is an
です。
awesome game made by Ishmael Rodriguez. It is super chill, 1-bit type of visuals. We are this little diver, and we
ウ
want
ィ
to
リオ
make
ザ
sure
ーオー
we
シャンとい
remain
うこと
tethered
で、
to our oxygen.
まあ
There's
海の
our
中
first gem.
で、
We could do wall jumps. Very important because we couldn't do the wall jump. We
まあ
would not have
なぜ
gotten
酸素
that
ボン、
gem, and that would have
こ
been some
の
bad
青くなっ
news.
てるやつが酸素ボ
Obviously,
ンベなんですけ
spikes,
ど、
just like any game with
なんで
this
そこに酸素ボンベある
old
ねん
school
っていう
visual
風なのは
aesthetic,
置いとい
spikes are
て、
bad news. And then the
これを伝
tether
ってい
on
くってい
our
うゲ
air
ーム
tanks
のよう
has
です。
physics, including elasticity and stretchability. And we will
こ
use
の
that tether's limited
酸
length
素ボンベ、
to do things like right here, we linked up around that one
酸
rock,
素ボンベ
and
に
that
つな
gave
がっ
us a
てる
little more
こ
room
のチェーンみ
to
たいなやつ
swing
は、
ourselves back up.
まあ、実
We're
際
going
に
to use our
酸
tether
素を
once
送ってい
again.
る
We
管
can't
なんで
climb
しょう
those
け
spikes
ど、
on the right wall, so if
こ
we
れ
use our
が、
limited
まあ、あ
tether
る意味
around
ギミ
this
ックに
rock
なっ
right
て
here,
いて、
and then use that elasticity,
まあ、そ
look at
の、
that, we spring right on up. This game kind of follows similar to Celeste, if
そ
you
れで
know
テコ
it,
の原理や
with
った
all
りだ
those
とか、
hidden strawberries.
まあ、いけ
Similar
ないと
idea
ころ、
here on getting
まあ、
those
フリーコを
gems.
やった
Play
り
a
と
real
か
quick
でいける、
coyote
い
jump
けな
off
さ
of
そう
the
なとこ
side
ろ
of
行くと
something. If you know
いうゲームで
coyote
すね。
jumping, it's where you run off a ledge and you still have a couple frames
え
to jump after you run off a ledge. It is named for Wile E. Coyote from Looney Tunes, but it's very much saying that game developers will put in to make things more
2段
comfortable
ジャンプ
for
が
the player.
1
So
回
going
だけ
back
でき
what
るよ
I
う
was
になり
saying
ま
though
す
real
よ
quick
と。
of gems. Just because we grab them doesn't mean we get them. Instead, the gems, we need to get to a safe spot before they'll count. So like this one, you're going to notice it's going to follow me around for a little bit. These bubbles will let us float up in these bubble currents, as well as they'll also give us a second jump, which will pop the
こういうル
bubble.
ートある
They
んだ
do
みたいな
not
感
give
じで
us
すね。
invulnerability,
もうちょ
so
っ
we
と違うルー
cannot
トもあ
use
るん
them
ですけ
to
ど、
try and get over spikes in a
動画を見た
more
限りで
haphazard
は、
way. But we use these bubbles to float up and to double jump
さす
from
がス
time
ピ
to
ードな
time.
んですっていう。
And we will ride these different currents just like this. Pop the bubble so we could get on down. Sometimes we
ト
want
ゲが
that
いっぱい
bubble
あって
so we
わか
can
る
float
通
up,
り、
but
トゲに当たっ
sometimes
たら当
floating
然
up
死
can
に
be
ますよってい
dangerous,
う
so
風
we
な。
want pop the bubble before we get all the way up there. Another mechanic this game has is if you press down, you could speed up your fall, which is really important because your tether, like I said, has elasticity. Also, you could bop yourself back to a checkpoint to reset. I was tangled up in my tether to electrify that switch. We used these yellow electricity blocks to electrify our tether. But once you do that,
どうやっ
you
た
can be
ら
tangled up, so resetting to a checkpoint
ゾーン
gets
を
you
開け
back
ない
there
と
so much
いけ
quicker.
なかったりとかして、どういう風
So
にい
our
ったら
tether has limited
このギ
length,
ミック
but
を
also
触れ
has
る
some
だろうっていう。
elasticity. So, like for example, when we fall, if we press down while falling, we can actually make that tether
こういう風になっ
stretch
てい
a
るみたい
couple
です。
pixels extra, which may be enough to get us to go somewhere we weren't meant to go as it was designed. It's not a glitch. It's kind of taking advantage of the cool programming of the game. Like I said at the beginning, we don't want glitches because there's only one glitch I've ever had, and it's where you fall through a wall that you really don't want to, and it ends up leading to a death because, well, let's just
二
say
段ジャン
glitches
プ
are
は、これ
bad
はル
news in this
そ
game.
の
So pressing
シャボ
down
ン
here, we
玉
extend our tether just a little.
がないと
That
でき
tether
ないっ
was
ていう
not
風に
meant
なっ
to
てい
reach
る
all
み
the way
たいで
down
す。
there. We're supposed to hit that air bottle that was up above. But by stretching our tether on that ball, we barely get through. And this ends chapter 1 as we collect the pearl. And now we'll do a little dance. I'll drink a little coffee. Everyone's feeling the good vibes. Hopefully you're feeling those good vibes. And of course, want to donate for a good cause. And now we are going to jump into episode 2. Each of these chapters has kind of
次
a
のチャ
new
プターに行き
mechanic
ますと。
involved and a new background song, so you get new vibes all the way through. The music on this game is just great. It's
ちっ
kind
ちゃ
of
い
has that
素本編はこうやって
exploring
ま
type
あ
of feel to it.
休憩地
You
帯
know,
み
like
たい
you're
な感じにな
underwater,
るっ
but
ていう
at the
感じ
same
です
time,
ね
you。also kind of have just a chill vibe. Like it's all about feeling that good, chill, positive environment. Well, bop a turtle. Do not bop turtles in real life. We're here for the animals, not to harm them. That turtle luckily did not get harmed, and bopping that one gives you a speed boost. It is the only speed boost turtle in the game. And so here we are just going to keep swinging back and forth and tethering along, ceiling to ceiling, and we're going to get this air bubble that will let us ride this current. We want to keep this air bubble. It's going to give us speed strats by keeping it, so do not pop it. Instead, keeping it, we can go right through here instead of having to avoid those crabs. Blue crabs, bad news. Those crabs, though, we would have had to climb that rock
このス
they
テー
were
ジ
on and go
ま
slow
あ当たる
and
と
take our
やら
time.
れ
But
ちゃう敵
instead,
というかキャラクター
do
も出
not
てき
need
ま
to
す
do
と。
that oh, could not get through there. Barely off cycle from that. But anything that is blue and moving is typically going to kill you, except the eyes on these crabs. There is a sparkle off at the top of the screen. You might have barely saw a pixel of it. That was one of these gems. This room is all about really going fast and getting ahead of a cycle. This is not the intended route. This is the speed route. The casual route is meant to be a lot slower in that room. These turtles, I mentioned before, that one turtle was the only one that gives us a speed boost by bopping off of it. These
神
ones
さんをうまく
just
使い
give
な
us
がら
platforms. One, be careful, that guy is off screen right there. We did not want to hit that. And then we'll bop off these turtles just to get up to this gem. Gem was in a nicely hidden room, and there we go, back to the room we came from. If we miss the wall here, our tether is so short that we wouldn't fall back to the start of that area. And now we want to just swing on up and barely didn't get the boost to get up to that blue bubble. New thing in this chapter, blue bubbles.
新しいギミックが
Use
追
them
加さ
like
れましたよと。
jetpacks. So this is where the only glitch I know of in this game occurs is sometimes that little block back there, the vertical, the Tetris piece block, you could clip through it. And if you do, your tether doesn't hold you up and you follow the spikes below. So like I said, this game is perfect for no glitches allowed because we do not want any glitches because the only glitch in this game is a bad news glitch. So here, very hard to get. We want this blue bubble so we could stretch our cable just a little. And unfortunately, I was kind of moving a little weird there. The one thing about this game and the tether having its own physics is the tether can also pull you a little as you move the water. We're going to speed strats here. This is incredibly dangerous of a room. You'll notice we are untethered, so we are starting run out of air. If that timer counts down to 0 without a tether, we will explode. I know. Typically you think you'll drown, but
そうです
instead
ね。
we'll
モンベルの
explode.
大き
This
さで
room, nice
テ
big
ーブル
room
の
with a
長さ
lot
が
to explore. Whoa, that is an interesting
違ってい
physics
て、
reaction. This game does have some cool, weird physics that are sometimes not fully
あ
explainable
こう
or
並んでたら
predictable.
絶対なんかありそうっ
Makes it a
て
little more
感
fun
じしま
though.
すよね。
Any of these big bubbles you'll see keep us breathing when we're untethered, but also give us above air physics. This crab, it's sparkling. Sparkling things have gems, which means we need to bop that hermit crab somehow, and we'll do it by being what I call the shine spark. So anytime you are yellow, you can kill blue moving objects. So like right there, we kill that crab because we're touching the yellow, we have the shine spark. We're going to try a very dangerous maneuver in this room.
まあ今、酸素網に繋がってないから、
This is not how
空
you're
気
meant to go.
つど
You're
つど
meant to grab
吸わ
some
なきゃ
air
いけないっ
back
て
there.
こと
We
ですね。
barely get through.
お、間
That
に合っ
is
た。
speed strats at their finest right there. These containers that look kind of like bags, you could use them to fling yourself, which will also break your
お
tether.
お
And up here is a very well hidden little puzzle room.
パズ
If I
ルル
could
ームって言
get
って。
these guys to behave, there they go. Oh, okay. You went a little higher than
あ
anticipated.
それ
There
を入
we
れれば
go.
いいと。
Gotta get all 3 of them in that cage to get our gem. And then we will detether right here. Go for a big leap of faith. Bounce back to this thing. And we might have been a
Oh.
little low. We were a little low right there, unfortunately. Ooh. And there we go. We will fling ourselves up and over, skipping part of the chapter, part of the stage. A small part, but a part nonetheless. Here we want to
こういう
go
ギミックがこれ
under
からもいっ
this
ぱ
so
い出
we
てく
don't
るみたいなと
retether,
こ
so
ろなん
we
でしょ
don't
うか
have
ね。
to detether again by stretching the tether. How many times can I say tether in one sentence? All the times. All right. So here, we need to get ourselves bop all of these fish to open the door, and through we go. This is the last real room in this chapter. Also a good time, if there are any announcements. Perfect time for it right now.
I guess there is. We do
Oh.
have one donation from Casual Speedrun for $7.77, and that's going towards one of our incentives. It's going towards the banana stapler, because
はい。というわけで、
banana. And that is one
2
of
面
our
もクリア
incentives
し、
that is coming
チャプタ
up.
ー2クリア
It
し
is
ましたと。
for Hell of an Office.
チャプター
It is a
3です。
staple bid war. Because I seriously do want to see the banana stapler, because I think that is so funny. So funny. Just because it's banana. Banana. But I want to say this game is super cute. I love all the bubbles. I love how many times you can say the word tether. It's so cute. The little is it an astronaut or are you underwater? Like I'm sitting here confused.
ただその黄色いものを集めなきゃいけな
So
さそう
here in
で
this
す。
chapter, we have a cool new mechanic of grabbing these little yellow, oh no, I call them bits. So it's kind of 4 of them make up a complete thing that will then typically break your tether, which seems like bad news. Also, this one has these clear bubbles or clear bottles. The clear ones let you move in
雰
any
囲気好きす
dimension
ぎて
you
一緒に
want,
そ
and
れ
we
た。
can use that
いい
to
ですね。
smash through things by just ramming into jumped a little high there. I was going bop the ceiling.
なんか、英語
But
読まなきゃいけないとか、そう
finding my
いう
tether every once in a while, it
ゲームで
really
は
does
特
bite
に
you.
はなさ
But
そうな
hitting
ので、
things real hard with your momentum can break them. So the hardest to find hidden gem in this game, right here, the only one of these ceiling block clusters you could break. When this game first came out, super indie, so it means no one was playing it, unfortunately. Still not enough people playing it. I really recommend this one because it's got all those vibes. But try and find that one
その
gem
敵やっ
was
つけなきゃい
so
けないとか、そう
impossible
いうのに
because
疲
no
れてい
one
る
was
時には
playing
良さ
it.
そうなゲームか
And
もしれない
therefore,
ですよ
there
ね。
were no videos online, no guides online. It was pretty much just me going into it, going, where would Ishmael Rodriguez hide the hardest to find gem? So we're getting really tangled in our tether right here. So we're just going reset to our checkpoint, jump over that bounce pad. We open the door. Anytime you open a door, the door remains open. It's kind of an optimistic way in life. When you open a door, that door remains open for all opportunity. So now we have these little switch puzzles, and we can use our tether. Like I said, tether has physics. So we could use that tether to hit all of these switches, activate the mechanism, break our tether, and then move on through. So like right here, use it to get that gem. And then here is one of the hardest optional gems in the game because we do not need to be in this area at all. This whole area down here is bad news. So we are just gonna not go that way. That's the wrong way of going. And I
Oof.
bopped. That's what happens when you bop yourself. But it's all good. We'll just
ただ、この
take
プ
a
レイを見て
second
ると、
attempt, you know. If things don't work
意
out
図
in
的
your
に
favor, no
やられてる
harm
とかって
in
可能性
trying.
はありそ
So you could grab that air bubble right there to refill your air, but I felt confident we'd get up here to that air bubble. Another new mechanic, the things that shoot you. And they shoot you with a lot of momentum. It's easy enough. Break the momentum, as you just saw, if you're going with too much momentum. And so we will just use them and these tether breakers to kind of fling ourselves through rooms as quick as we can. Right here, just fling through another. It'll smash us through blocks. This chapter is all about breaking blocks for the most part. Grab this bubble, and we want this bubble before we come down here. These clear walls that have no texture, they have no texture because you cannot grab onto them. You cannot grab a wall with no texture. We take an intentional bop there so we don't have to wait for this jellyfish. We can barely jump over it, and that keeps us on a slightly quicker cycle. Even with that loss of time to restart, that puts us ahead. So every room has, just like Celeste. If you know Celeste, Celeste is the prototypical perfect, like, precision platformer in so many ways. It and Meat Boy, well, like Celeste,
う。なん
I
か、
know that one better than Meat Boy, so I
手
go
迎
with
え
it.
に行く
So
ボン
like
ベっ
with
てどうなん
Celeste,
だって
there
感じ
is
もし
a
ますけど、
entry
まあまあ
cycle
まあ。
and a death cycle. And the entry cycle is the cycle of the room when you enter it. The death
どんな風になっ
cycle
てるん
is
だろう
the
なと思い
cycle
つ
of
つ
the room if you die. We don't want to see the death cycle often, but every once in a while, getting that death cycle is a little quicker than the entry cycle, even taking the intentional death to get back to that cycle. Once again, just like with Tether, how many times can I say cycle in a row? So we're just going to hit this, try to not get re-tethered here. Haha. Did not want to be tethered. That saved us a few seconds. And then we'll be tethered here. You might saw there's a gem at the top of a room. How are we going to get that? By going all the way back through. Then we will grab this gem, get re-tethered once again. And there we go. Clean through that room. Some of the gems, very easy
あ
find,
と、
but
ゲーム
confusing
1
how
個
to
に
get.
なりました。
This is, by the way, a very, very hard. Oh, and he did not grab me. I'll try this once more. The dangerous route. Come on. Oh, he grabbed me. So that one is not how you're intended to do it. You're intended to do it slightly different. But speedrun strats, we want to save some time, so we're not going to do it how it's intended. We're going to do it as fast as we can. That's what we're all
すごい
about.
な。
another chance for us to break the ceiling a little bit. And then in this next room, we are going to intentionally take a few deaths because it is so much quicker than going back. So grab this blip or pip or bit. I keep changing what I call it. Smash through here. And we're going to take another intended death because it's quicker than working our way back here, which we would have had to have done. Hit this bit, and there we go. We break through here. And now we need to hit that button to open that cage. And that is how we will be very mindful of that jellyfish. That jellyfish does not want to be our friend. Get our air refresh there. You can't keep that bubble because of that big air pocket. That air pocket, anytime you have a bubble power up, that air pocket will get rid of it no matter what you're doing.
これでジムは集め終わったみたいで
room
す。
of chapter 3.
あとはクリアに行く
Important
だけ
thing
です
though
ね。
is if you hit these jellyfish too quick, your shine spark
この
energy
敵を
will
倒さ
not
ない
get
と
to
多
you
分
in
次進め
time,
ないよみ
and
たい
you
な
will
感じでしょ
actually
うかね。
bop yourself on those jellyfish. So to avoid bopping, we want just need a little more momentum. Too much momentum. Like I said, your tether is its
ま
own
あ、操
special
作
thing.
感はなかな
And
か
in
大
this
変そう。
area,
直
for
感
once
的にはすごい
rooms
分かりや
to
す
the
いん
right,
でしょうけ
the
ど、
treasure is in the middle of the main screen. We
実
do a
際にちゃ
little
んと動か
dance.
せるかどうかっていうのはまた別問題なので。というわけで、チャプ
I love
タ
this
ー3
dance.
を
Like
クリア
everything
しま
about
した
this
と。
game, it's just the positive vibes. And now we are down to chapter 4. Chapter 4 is the final one. It is the only one where you could kind of soft lock yourself out of 100%. So we want to be smart and careful about it. We also have these cool speedy bubbles. They really stretch our tether because you'll notice as we go through, my tether will not be long enough for a lot of things here. But by using these speedy bubbles, we could stretch the tether and just blast on through. Want to avoid, down there is an air pocket. It'd get rid of our speedy tether. If you zip into an enemy with your electrified speedy tether, you keep it. So that's very important and keep in mind. We'll use one to get up here, and then we need to keep ourselves electrified until we get through that. So there we go. Do not hit that air pocket in the middle there, or you would have a problem. You'd fall down and land on those spikes. This room, we are very much going to do unintended strats. You're meant to go up above. We're not doing that. This is all about speedrun. Speedrun is all about how can you take advantage of your tether and the physics.
感性とかすごい働くでしょ
Then
うか
this
ら、
screen, very unique one. It
や
is
っぱり操作できるっていうのはやっぱり技術あるものなのかなっていうふうには思います。
so right
こ
here,
れ全部
we
取
are
れまし
immune
た。あ
while
と
we are
7つ
shine
ですかね。
sparking. We are very much immune to moving enemies, and we want to keep that in mind as we go through things. Because we are actually, and once again, stretch our tether, we're going to have to bop some enemies. And as long as we remain electrified, we've got it. So for example, in this room, all of these blue spikes that are moving at us, as long as we
これは
are
止まらずに
electrified,
行くと。
blue moving objects we can destroy. You'll notice this one here shines. It had a sparkle to it. Sparkle means gems, and we need to keep our shine spark in this room or we will
これ知らなきゃどうでもないやつだ。
it with 100%. Because we needed to do that. And there we go. If we did not have the shine spark and keep it as we entered the room, we would not have been able to get up there, and we could not
走れ
get
走
there
れ。
without restarting the run. I call this room the Indiana Jones room because you just keep running as all of the darts and traps are shooting at you. Another new mechanic right here, these blocks that we could drag.
新
They'll
しい
hold
ギミ
down
ック
switches
の
for us, and
説明
they
があっ
serve as
て、
portable oxygen devices if we need them. You could drag two at one because our diver buddy is pretty darn strong. He's got all those muscles. Oh, and I knew I pulled that one pixel too far. So that block, when I pulled them both at once, saved time, Unfortunately, pulled it just a touch too far and could not do that all in one swift movement. So we're going to do some more collecting of gems and keeping this shine spark right now. We are immune to these fish, immune to this moving spike. Not those non-moving blue spikes, but the moving blue spikes we are immune to. Re-grab that shine spark and we could grab or bash through these targets and it'll keep our shine spark active. So in this room, I want to go down here.
これ途
And
中
now
で
reset the room. We keep the gem.
途中でやられすぎてゲームオーバーみたいなことはおそらくなさそうなので、
while doing 100%.
じっくり取り組める
And
ゲー
we
ムで
will
はあ
just
りそうです
continue
よね。
going through the. That was not what I meant to do. For some reason, I thought my tether was a little longer. That is all on me. So we want to keep our shine spark once again. So we could tether right there. Tether here. Gem in the bottom left. Avoid this air pocket. We need to keep this bubble. If we lose this bubble, we cannot get back. And we need to go right under there. Very tight fit. We are actually coming up near the end of this run. We only have a few rooms left. So I mentioned before.
I would say,
Oh, go for it.
do you have time for a quick donation?
Yes, I do.
We have $25
最終チャプター
from
だけあっ
Buzzer
て、
Yum Yum with the comment of Happy diving, Heponwana. Here's to the pup.
ギミッ
Definitely
クは総
here's
集
to
合みたい
the
なところ
pup.
はありますよね。
Thank you. Heponwana's me. My mind is on the speedrun. Buzzer Yum Yum's my partner, and she's always there supporting me during speedrun events. So always good to, have love and support, including we've got our pups who are probably on the couch watching this with her. So bring in more money for the puppers, for the kitties, for all the good animals. These things right here blow up. We want to be careful not to be caught in there blowing up, because blowing up, not a good thing for divers, only for these
で
mines.
爆発する
So
ゲ
right
ミッ
here,
ク、触れたら死ぬ
is
系
one
が
of
出
the
てき
rooms
て
where
ま
your
すよと。
cycle can make things easy or hard. I was on kind of a intermediate cycle there, not the easiest one. Your tether can give you enough momentum to push you up around here, and we want to be mindful of that. And now we're at the last real room of this run. There's a couple short rooms, like, the standard fall down. Wait for our shine spark. The shine spark does not disappear from the little projectiles, only the big things. And time is coming up in about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 time. I'm bad at
は
timing
い
that. My。
と
bad.
いうわ
But
けで、
here we go.
グッドゲーム
4
です。
treasures for the 4 chapters. A whole mess of gems to get 100% on the gems. 4 cool little dances. Not too many
私なん
deaths.
かクリアした時に
And
主
hopefully
人公を歌うの
a
も
lot of entertainment and good
可
chill
愛いです
vibes to
ね。
help you all start off a weekend. I love Saturdays. I love having a good
という
chill
わけで、
environment to
あっという間
the
の
weekend.
クリアということ
But
に
that would be 100% all gems, all chapters
な
on
りました
Below
と。
the Ocean. Highly encourage check this game out, even just casually. It's always on sale on Steam, and when it's not on sale, it's still really affordable. It's only a few dollars for the game, and it's so full of the chill vibes. But thank you so much for having me for this run, and I will be back tomorrow morning with another run. So it's great to be here, and always an honor to be able to show off some
この方ま
glitchless,
た走るのか
good,
な。
good games.
はい、というわけでここまで Below the Ocean をお送りしてきました。
That was amazing.
では、
I
次の
loved
ゲーム
that
の
game.
準備していきますので、
I loved all
一
the
旦失礼いたします。
mechanics of the bubbles, and I loved everything about this game. I definitely will have to check out this game. It's so cool. Wow. Wild. That was Below the Ocean. Thank you, Heponwana. That was so cool. So awesome. All right. Our next game, our zombies ate my neighbors? That sounds like a cool and interesting game to me. But why would they eat my neighbors? Maybe we'll find out. Who knows? We are going to take a quick break. So you guys stay cool, stay hydrated, grab a drink, grab a snack. We'll be right back.